Welcome back, true believers, for another comic book throwdown, Comic Book Thunderdome. In this corner, to the right of me, a man who needs no introduction. His anger has been weaponized by the US government, classifying it as a weapon of mass destruction. He's also a chef, and it's in his name. Please welcome our first fighter, Chef Jack.
You couldn't resist.
I couldn't. To my left, the proprietor of this channel, the man that dances like a butterfly and stings like a bee, Englentine.
Howdy,
Welcome,
howdy.
folks. How are you doing this evening?
Peachy keen and looking for a good fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dying times here. So, our very first question of the evening, who would you rather have on The Amazing Spider-Man? Dan Slott or Nicky Spencer himself? Up first, Chef Jack.
Well, I'll be honest. This is sort of one of those questions where it's like, what would you rather have? Your leg chewed off or your arm chewed off? So I'm going to go ahead and pick Nick Spencer, mostly because brutally, and for all the reasons why we don't like these guys, Spencer's actually the better writer. I mean, technically, he's more technically proficient. He comes up with ideas that, while, you know, at least don't leave, it can be easily cleaned up later. And in some cases, I mean, for as much as I hated, for example, Captain America nonsense with, you know, Cap's a Nazi, at least there was some justification for it. He is just a better writer than Slott is. Slott, you know, given what he did with the character, he took the character and just rang him out and, you know, slapped him on somebody new. You know, he slapped the name Spider-Man on somebody new. That wasn't Peter Parker. That wasn't Spider-Man.
All righty. Okay, I got Dan Slott. And, well, the history speaks for itself. He had Spider Island. He had Spider-Verse. The man's done some great work. As a matter of fact, I hear a lot of people saying Superior Spider-Man was pretty good, and I liked it. He loves writing Spider-Man. As a matter of fact, you could tell just by the pictures. I would say he wrote Spider-Man so much he ingrained himself into it to the point where I believe he thought he owned the character and not Marvel Comics. This is a guy who will be excited about writing Spider-Man until the day he dies. All the way up to the point, the one stumble Dan Slott had was put onto him. And we'll get to that later, but that's my choice.
Chef Jack, would you like the rebuttal?
I'm going to concede the point.
What?
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 I'm going to concede the point.
How?
Because,
this isn't a fight. Jack,
well,
I built you up. I told everybody that you are the one. You are the one that can put it together an argument. I'm going to give you a chance to stand up and fight for Nick Spencer and get your point. Are you sure?
Okay, except, as I said, I have absolutely no experience or knowledge of Nick Spencer's direct Spider-Man writing.
Okay, all righty.
I've given my sole reason for supporting Spencer. I don't trust Slott. You've given definitive reasons why you want to go with Slott. I concede the point.
Dude, this is going to be a short thing if you keep doing this.
Oh, I'm not going to keep doing this. This is the
I built this. I built you up and you just rolled over. I had so many good things to freaking say. Oh my gosh.
So say them.
I'm disappointed. I am disappointed. No, I won it. There's no point to it. Fight for Nick Spencer.
Infinite fail.
It is.
Well,
Jesus Lord.
I honestly believe that he's a better writer than Slott. I honestly believe that he is. And I'm talking about as far as dialogue and concept, he goes big.
But see, you could have attacked Slott.
Hold on, whoa. He's arguing now. Go.
He goes big. Even when you don't like how he's going big, he still goes big. He definitely likes to use established canon. You know, he will find something in the past from the character and use it And again, even if you don't like the way he's using it, he's doing it that way.
Yeah, but big does not necessarily mean better, obviously, because he did Secret Empire. One thing I would definitely argue for Dan Slott and against Nick Spencer is while Dan Slott can piss all over himself on Twitter as far as the customers are concerned, as far as the readers are concerned, he does not push his politics onto Peter Parker and thus onto us. And as I said before, his biggest stumble was One More Day, and that was an editorial mandate, while Nick Spencer decided, you know what, I fucking hate the way politics are going, so I'm going to piss all over Captain America in order to get my voice into him. So while Dan Slott is a jackass on Twitter, he has respect for the characters he writes, while Nick Spencer is willing to burn a character to the ground in order to get his own voice into their mouths.
I would just like to say for the record, clearly Englentine is not afraid to lie for winning.
Wasn't it Straczynski who wrote One More Day? Or am I misremembering that?
It's up to you,
No,
dude.
you're
They're not supposed to jump.
misremembering
Okay.
That was
Okay. But I just have 3 words in response to that. Billionaire Peter Parker. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Billionaire Peter Parker.
But that's not politics. That's just a change he thought would make for the character to be better.
What did Peter do with all those billions?
He created a company. But then again, there are a lot of people out there.
Let me clarify
on both sides of the political fence that are rich.
What political moves did Peter Parker make with all that money?
I have no idea because I don't pay attention. I didn't see any politics in there.
Oh,
all I saw,
really?
this was just a guy who was one more change in his life. It was all Clone Sagas and it was all that. So Dan Slott,
I'm sorry,
so let me tell you, was it Captain America? Was it Captain America or was it Nick Spencer who did a freaking Nick Frost Nixon style interview?
Does anybody else remember Ask Me About My Feminist Agenda being ignored by Peter Parker?
Oh my gosh, yes, we do. And what was happening with Peter Parker at that point? Was he at his lowest? Were we supposed to see that shirt on a guy at his lowest point to say that if you are wearing your girlfriend's shirt, that means you have to be in the toilet? Yes, that's when he was wearing that shirt. It wasn't like he was tooling around town going, hey, I'm the greatest man on earth. No, he was sitting in his 4-day-old underwear eating cereal out of a boot in his girlfriend's apartment, wearing his girlfriend's clothes at the lowest point of his life, wearing that shirt.
That's a good point.
That was just a visual. Point. That was just a visual to help that one more bit.
I would, however, like to point one more thing out, though.
Go on ahead. I've knocked them all down.
So. Okay, knock this one down. You know where I heard the most complaints about that shirt, and while he was wearing it, and all, and while oh my God, you know, he's a cuck for Captain Marvel. You know the loudest voice I heard saying those things?
DNC.
Let me introduce you to my brother Englentine.
Nope, because everybody and my brother knows that I don't use the word cuck.
I didn't say you said it on air.
No.
I didn't say you said it on air. But these guys got to know that you and I talk about this stuff off air. And believe me, guys, I heard it from my brother.
Hey, if it ain't recorded, it didn't happen.
DNC.
Inadmissible.
The only thing that you know is right now when I had said that, you know what, he was at his lowest point wearing that T-shirt, and that, my friends, is that.
No, you're right.
Spencer is concerned, however, he spent a year not only ruining Captain America, but the entire Marvel universe.
However,
Peter
was at his lowest wearing that shirt while he was being written by Dan Slott.
Yeah.
Okay, we're calling time now.
Okay.
Over to the judges. Up first, Captain Frugal. What is your vote?
Well, it was an interesting start with Chef Jack starting strong about talking about Nick Spencer being more technically proficient in things. But then he really dropped the ball when he said he conceded the point. In all means, I wish he didn't do that, because then he started coming back later with reasons that would make him win. And I will say Englentine put up a great defense. And as much as I hate to say, I'm going to have to give this one to Englentine, which pisses me off.
Hates Dan Slott.
Like you would not believe.
Dalton, over to you. How do you vote?
Okay, so here's the thing. That point, for all intents and purposes, was an absolute shit show. And I'm having a hard time deciphering between the two of you. On the basis that, yes, Chef Jack did concede the point, but Englentine was also caught in a bold-faced lie.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just I was like, shit. No, he wasn't on that one. He did the brand new day. It wasn't
yes.
One More Day.
There was more than one lie there. No politics and everything. I commend
Hey, you know what?
Englentine for
Hold
that.
on. First of all, also I have to point out that you guys inserted yourself into that. By the way, it's up to Chef Jack to argue, not you
Well, we
guys.
were
I did argue it, bud.
We were confused because the point was conceded. We didn't know if it was technically over.
Yeah, fact.
However, Englentine did come back with a pretty strong rebuttal to the My Feminist Agenda t-shirt, which I'm glad that Chef Jack brought up because I was screaming it in my head for someone to bring that up.
Here, buddy.
So thank you for that. My OCD can let me live for another 5 seconds. But I'm gonna have to give the point to Englentine because A, the concession, and B, he defended one of the most indefensible things in all of comics, which is the My Feminist Agenda thing. And while I commend you, Chef Jack, for bringing out the "he's my brother so I can say private things about him" thing, it's inadmissible to court because it's not recorded or in
It's
any
not
way
provable.
documented.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah.
And I think there might have been some lies on both sides of that. So
Hey, well, mistakes, not lies. I mistook One More Day for Brand New Day.
no, you said there was no politics in Dan Slott's comics.
Well, that's up to Jack to point out. That ain't up to you, man.
And I did.
Exactly my point. That's what I'm saying. I
And-
applaud you for playing on your other person's inability to counter that.
There you go, gang. Not the smoothest debate, but what the heck. Through some things that my brother, he was able to volley him. Anyway, what did you think? Who do you think won the debate? Who do you think is better for Spider-Man? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you haven't done it already. And don't forget to go on over to Patreon or to Ko-Fi and help the channel out. Just drop $1 in the till, or you could even commission a video. And, just tell me whatever topic you want, whatever subject, we'll get that out to you ASAP. Thank everybody who's already done that. And to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.